Is your phone always dying at the worst possible moment? Do you feel like you're constantly tethered to a charger, always searching for the next outlet? You're not alone, and it's incredibly frustrating. But what if I told you there are hidden settings and secret techniques buried deep within your smartphone that can drastically extend its battery life, letting you go all day and maybe even longer without a charger? Stay tuned, because today I'm pulling back the curtain on these game-changing battery secrets that the big tech companies might not want you to know. Let's get right into it. The first, and arguably one of the most powerful, changes you can make has nothing to do with closing apps. In fact, constantly closing and reopening apps can use more battery. Instead, we're diving into your location services. Go to your settings, find Location, and then look for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth scanning. By default, both of these are usually turned on, meaning your phone is constantly scanning for networks and devices, even when Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are turned off in your main controls. This is a massive, unnecessary battery drain. Turn them both off. You won't notice a difference in your day-to-day use, but your battery will thank you. Next up, let's talk about something called adaptive battery on Android, or optimized battery charging on iPhone. These features are designed to learn your usage habits. For instance, if you usually charge your phone overnight, it won't just blast it to 100% and keep it there, which degrades the battery over time. Instead, it'll charge to 80% quickly and then trickle charge the last 20% just before you typically wake up. Make sure this is enabled. It's a simple toggle in your battery settings, but it's crucial for the long-term health and daily endurance of your battery. It's not about just one day's charge. It's about making your battery last for years. Now, here's a secret that most people completely overlook: background app refresh and background data usage. You probably have dozens of apps that are constantly checking for new information, syncing data, and sending you notifications, even when you haven't opened them in weeks. This is a silent battery killer. Go into your settings, find your apps list, and go through them one by one. For any app you don't need instant notifications from, like a game or a shopping app, restrict its background activity. On Android, you can go into App Info, then Mobile Data and Wi-Fi, and turn off background data. You can also find a battery section in that same menu and set it to Restricted. On iPhone, it's under General, then Background App Refresh. Be ruthless here. The more apps you restrict, the more battery life you'll reclaim. All right, let's bust a myth. Everyone talks about dark mode, and yes, on phones with OLED or AMOLED screens, it can save battery because the phone doesn't have to light up black pixels. But the savings are often overstated unless your screen is on for hours at a time. A far bigger win is managing your screen's brightness and refresh rate. Instead of just using auto brightness, which can often be too bright, manually set it to the lowest comfortable level for your environment. More importantly, if you have a newer phone with a high refresh rate like on 120 Hz or 90 Hz, it makes scrolling feel super smooth, but it eats battery. Go into your display settings and switch it back to the standard 60 Hz. I promise you, after a few minutes, you won't even notice the difference in smoothness. But you will absolutely notice the extra hour or two of battery life you gain at the end of the day. Here's another powerful one: managing notifications and haptics. Every time your phone vibrates for a notification, a tiny motor has to spin up, and that uses a surprising amount of power over hundreds of notifications a day. Go into your sound and vibration settings. Do you really need haptic feedback every time you type on the keyboard? Probably not. Turn it off. Do you need your phone to vibrate for every single email or social media like? Turn off vibrations for non-essential app notifications. The same goes for the notifications themselves. Each one wakes up your screen. By curating your notifications, you not only save battery, but also reclaim your focus. It's a win-win. Let's dig even deeper into the developer options. This sounds scary, but it's not. On Android, go to About Phone, find the build number, and tap it 7 times. You'll get a message saying, "You are now a developer." Now go back to your main settings menu and you'll see a new Developer Options section. Don't mess with things you don't understand in here, but there are a few safe and powerful tweaks. Scroll down until you find Background Process Limit. By default, it's set to Standard Limit. You can change this to at most 1 or 2 processes. This forces your phone to shut down apps in the background more aggressively, freeing up both RAM and battery. Another one in here is Window Animation Scale, Transition Animation Scale, and Animator Duration Scale. Setting all of these to S5X or even off will not only make your phone feel faster, but also reduce the workload on the processor, sipping less power. For my iPhone users, don't feel left out. A big one for you is managing push email. If your phone is constantly checking for new mail, it's a drain. Go to Settings, then Mail, then Accounts, and fetch new data. Instead of push, change your accounts to fetch. You can then set it to fetch every 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or even hourly. Unless you need to reply to emails the second they arrive, fetching them in batches is far more efficient for your battery. While you're there, review which apps are using iCloud in the background. Does your gaming app really need to be constantly syncing with the cloud? Probably not. Turn it off for any non-essential apps. By combining just a few of these techniques, restricting background data, lowering your screen's refresh rate, managing location scanning, and curating your notifications, you're not just making small changes. You are fundamentally changing how your phone consumes power. You're taking control back from the default settings that prioritize performance and constant connectivity over endurance. You could easily see a 30, 40, or even 50% improvement in your daily battery life. You will be that person who leaves the house with a full charge and comes home at night with plenty to spare, no power bank needed. So give these a try. Go through your settings right now and see how many of these silent battery killers you can disable. Let me know in the comments which tip made the biggest difference for you. And if you found this video helpful and want more tips to get the most out of your tech, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.